Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser. Let's take a look at what these units are. They are Griffins. That was a pretty good guess. 2919 on the stats. Not as balanced as the Angels are, but 29 is a hell of a large attack. Need to be careful. Now I'm not sure if the archers are going to be in range, so let's not go too adventurous with our charge forwards. I'm aware of the fact that we will be attacked next turn by that flying group. They will engage our archers in direct combat, so maybe this was a bad plan. But I'm hoping to be able to back it up with a bit of Keith and a bit of Hain. Shouldn't be the end of the world. Should be quite difficult to kill Lester himself, though not impossible. Not for the Griffins anyway. So we can be less frightened to use Keith now that he is a Dragon Knight. He still has 17 defense, so he will die to just about anything. That's good. But he has an incredibly large attack, and he now has a very good attack animation. So long as he fights stuff in direct combat, he's usually going to come off pretty well. It's still pretty dangerous to put him up against commanders, because they have fast attack animations of their own. Which means it'll probably kill each other. Which isn't good. Now you may have noticed the enemy quite often has a nice mix of units. Griffins and Harpies isn't a good example, but Spearmen and Ballistas is a very nice mix. We can't do that. For some reason we are not allowed to have unit mixes, and you're not set to manual, are you? There you go. It's just we're not allowed unit mixes for some reason. Don't know what it is. But that's the rule. We have to follow the rules, of course. The phalanxes can move exactly as far as Aram, that's helpful. Apologies again for 2 turns of moving forwards, but what can I do? We're assaulting a fort and the game likes to spawn us miles away from the damn thing. It's a shame because it means Liana can't take a turn to summon up a being because she needs to keep up with the group. Now I shall always make sure that the front of the army is being controlled by me. Back of the army I shall let the computer try to keep them in range, but fail miserably. It's good fun. Not Liana though, 3 units isn't worth my time, I'll just control them. So the big question here is, where are we going to be ambushed? I'm expecting reinforcements from the far north, because there is a huge space there which isn't being used at the moment. Up here. So I'm expecting Vargas to come along there. Yes, you failed again to cover all of your flanks. And the computer tries to lose Keith and realises that I've done the job for him and then has a bit of a sulk. Very nice. Theoretically, we could take this fort by never entering it, just by spamming magic around the edge, but we're not going to do that, that's no fun, we'll be charging into the damn place. Whilst that guy in the main room there is clearly the head of this operation, we get to see his units now and find out that they're all roughly the same rank. Lots of guys here are 3rd level classes and level 5 with it. The Highlanders are. There's a fellow swordsman there. The sorcerers are a bit weaker than the rest of them, but still irritating. What are the flyers? They're Hawk Lords, so they're a class down. They're the weakest units in the field. They're still going to mop up archers, of course, but still. Yes, it was terrible tactics on my part to charge forward with the archers, but oh well, what's done is done. I'm sure it won't make us fail the mission, so who cares? Now, whilst I know that angels are magic immune, it's very nice, very handy, I'm not sure if griffins are as well, so we'll be testing that out with a bit of Hain magic. Always good to test these things. Priority is to kill the griffins, because they can do serious damage, even to my commanders. Priority, I suppose, at the moment is to stay alive, but still. Archer's just pulling through, but really Archer's on 2 HP, I know, are better off dead. Alright, the ultra fun moving up can wait, and we will focus on this boring assault over on this side. Now, quick thing about spells, spell stuff elements. Fire, very good against the undead. I don't know why fire is good against the undead, but it is in every game I've ever played, and it holds true in this one too. Blizzard. Very good against flying units. No idea why. Doesn't make sense to me, but it is. We will be able to hit this griffin. We'll be able to see if they are magic immune, and if not, what kind of damage we do. This is a more powerful spell than Fireball, and we have a elemental advantage over these units, so we should do some good damage. And we find out that they are not magic immune, but they are pretty magic resistant. This chap was on 10, he's down to 5. This chap was on 10, he's down to 8. So they have good magic resistance, but they're not immune. That's important. Alright, let's start mopping up these flyers. It should of course be very routine, we've seen this many times now, we're used to it. The difference between angels and griffins is going to come into play here. Griffins, they have great attack, that means they're good at taking out commanders. Angels have really good defense. That means that angels are actually pretty good at taking arrow shots. And that's important. Because these griffins are going to die just as easily as these chaps. Well, not just as easily, they do have 6 more defense. But they'll still go down. You can see just quite how bad Leicester's bonuses are there. The +5/+5 doesn't compare to Hain, not by a long shot. I'm going to get Leicester himself right into the middle of this fight, why not? He can shoot out some sort of ninja stars from the front of his serpent. Very interesting attack. Yeah, he's much more confident about Leicester as well now that he's on his serpent. Big bonuses to Leicester and Keith, the actual characters, rather than just the units. They are now pretty formidable in combat. Leicester was always okay, I suppose. He had that nice sword explosion thing. Yes, you've proved me wrong about whether or not these guys can be taken down easily, haven't you? So that was Leicester's archers. We'll blame it on Leicester. Curse you, Leicester. But yes, as far as fights go, this should be fairly manageable. One more fresh group of archers. We will again use on these. They are the only threat, of course, to Leicester. Everyone's a threat to Keith, because that's just the way Keith is. It was a much better fight. Also curious to see how much experience we get for taking down a griffin. It should be a lot. Looking forward to it. Can 2 archers get the job done? Probably not, but they'll have a go. Oh, they can't. Can 4 get the job done? Now the odds are looking in our favour, aren't they? Go, you 4 archer, show us what you can do! Ooh, first arrow. And a moderate chunk of experience. That's nice. And then nothing's weakened, so I don't know if I like my odds chucking you in there, Keith. I don't know how a fight goes when it's Angels v Griffins, so let's find out. Keith got the better bonuses by far. It's a pretty bland fight, I suppose. Not much action going to happen in those, but we'll come out on top by the looks of things, so that's good. We do not want to kill that chap just yet. And Keith, where are you? He needs to be set back to a manual, or the computer will kill him, and I don't want to kill him. Angel should have free pickings, though, against the Harpies. Though even then they seem to struggle badly. But they've got the job done, so let's not complain. We'll keep that one there to keep him blocked in. We will send this one around the back to try and pick off this unit here. No indication as to when General Vargas is coming. We know he's coming. Well, I say we know he's coming. I don't actually know if he is going to come, but logically he should come, since the mission objective was to defeat General Vargas. One would take a pretty safe bet that General Vargas is going to turn up in kind of pseudo-ambush. Maybe the second I kill that Harpy. Oh, look at that. Now, those of you watching now are going to be... Well, you're not going to believe that, are you? You're going to be going, huh, he knew exactly when Vargas was coming. I didn't have a clue. So there we go. Vargas has joined. No support with Vargas, just Vargas on his own. And he did bring Grenadiers, so good thing we've got those horsemen ready to take down the Grenadiers. And this is proving to be a rather long turn, isn't it? I mean, that's that side dealt with. Can Aaron reach combat yet? No. You can get 1 square away from combat. Okay. We'll sit him on a tree, why not? That's the wrong tile. There we go. And the fight on the right side should end next turn, and this chap can actually reach combat. Why has he suddenly gained a move tile? I don't like my odds starting the fight this turn. We'll wait till next turn. Same deal with the horses. I don't want the horses to get into combat yet, because our horses will actually lose that fight because those are dragoons. Anyway, it looks like we're coming up to the end of another video, and you're thinking, no we're not, we've got loads of minutes left. And then you're looking at that little bar at the bottom of Google, not Google, YouTube, and you're going, ah yes, we are coming to the end of the video, why is he cutting it off so early? Well, do you really want to watch me move these two forwards? No, of course you don't. I'll do that off screen, and I'll join you next time.